All right. Day 5, week 5, day 4. We are headed down to 580 barbell this morning to get our event session in. I am running very behind. Was up till 3 a.m., a little bit after 3 maybe. Went to a concert, got home late. It is what it is. I really didn't want to get up and go, but there's like 5-6 weeks left till nationals. 6 weeks? I think it's like 6 weeks. So now is not the time to slack off. I could have stayed home and done some of the events in my shed, but that only helps so much, and I did that last week. So I try not to do that 2 weeks in a row because it's just not as beneficial as actually running through the events. So I don't really know. I know what I have today as far as events go, but I do not know sets, reps, weights, times, anything like that. I know we got to start with sandbag toss, then squats, then power stairs, I want to say, then wheelbarrow, and then stones, and then I think we have one accessory. I think it's some more core. But I don't feel very awake, but that's what they make caffeine for. Can't lie though, that concert was great. Shinedown, Papa Roach, and Spirit Box. Very good. All of them. But that was a long night. Definitely didn't eat or drink like anywhere near what I should have. I'm one of those people that doesn't like to leave their seat at the concert or baseball game, whatever. If I'm there to watch whatever I paid to watch. So I really don't like leaving my seat. So I didn't eat anything. I didn't get anything to drink the entire time I was there, or anything from we left. So I didn't really have anything to drink at all from 2:30 until I got back. Or no, we stopped at Sheetz and I got a thing of chocolate milk because I was trying to get in some calories before the end of the day. So all I've had in the last, not quite 12 hours, because I did eat shortly before we left. So really what I've had is some chocolate milk and 2 Sheetz pizza rollies from like their made-to-go section, which are way better warmed up, by the way. That's what I did this morning. So nutritionally, I got like nothing going for me this morning. And lack of everything added together, this should be an awful workout. It should be a terrible training session. But sometimes you go into it thinking that way, and then you end up having one of the best sessions of your training cycle. So that's what I'm really hoping for. I'm not going to record a whole lot since it is a gym. It's not my shed. And I just don't want to get in people's way or anything. I just don't want to carry around a tripod, if I'm being honest. But I did remember the mic this time because the audio last time I recorded in the car was pretty bad. So hopefully it's better this time. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll catch up with you after the event session, and I'll do a little recap on the way home. Go!
Get it back up.
4,
it tight, easy. Got it. Easy pick. Get up. Again. I guess I already loaded it. Yeah. Two more. Take it. Big. Stay tight. Okay. Up. Up. Get your forearms in. Easy. Get it up.
Tired. For how I was feeling and for a little bit of sleep and whatever else I got, it wasn't a bad session, but I am exhausted. Squats were fine. It was 10 sets of 2 speed squats with bands. I didn't get to do sandbag because the weather was really bad down there. It was downpouring. So I got to find time to do those today or tomorrow. Did the wheelbarrow. I misread the program. I thought it was a 15-second max, and the program read as wheelbarrow or frame with a sled attached to me. So I thought that meant wheelbarrow itself or the frame with the sled. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if the sled was supposed to go with the wheelbarrow as well, but I'm guessing it was. I don't know for sure. I'll have to ask my coach. And I also thought it was a 15-second max, but it was a 12-second max, so I overshot a little bit. But I don't really know how heavy it was. It felt very heavy. But I put 1,000 pounds of plates on it, but the way the wheelbarrow is set up is there's weight stacks closer to the handles and weight stacks more in the middle of the wheelbarrow. So the ones closer to the hands are going to feel heavier than the ones in the middle. So it's 1,000 pounds of plates, but depending on how you load it, that 1,000 pounds could feel different. I'm not really bad at judging how heavy it was. All I know is it was heavy. It took me 15 seconds, and I messed up. It was supposed to be a 50-foot run, and I wasn't really thinking, and I ended up doing pretty much a 60-foot run. There's 2 pillars there, 3 pillars technically, and there's 20 feet in between each pillar. So 40 feet from pillar to pillar, and then I was starting 10 feet back from the first pillar. So if I would have done my 10 feet to the first pillar, 20 feet to the second pillar, and then the other 20 feet to the last pillar, that would have been 50 feet. But I went 10 feet past the last pillar, so it ended up being 60 feet pretty much. So I guess I took 1,000-pound wheelbarrow for 60 feet, which I guess is pretty cool. It's cool to say that. Grip did give out at the end, but it was already at once. It gave out pretty much as I hit 50 feet. So I had to repick for that last 10 or so that I didn't even need. But I'm usually my grip goes, it goes, but I was able to repick and move it. Power stairs. This is a complaint, but I just don't really care for the implements they have. I should have used them because they're much harder than the ones we'll actually be using, but they're so big and bulky that in my head, I was not willing to do that today, which is terrible for 6 weeks out. So I also need to find time to do that today or tomorrow. And then stones went surprisingly well. It was a 50 feet I was supposed to carry the stone and then load it 4 times. And the first run I did 30 feet, I believe. 30 feet, and I was just not prepared for how that was going to feel after that amount, and it started getting pretty wobbly at my shoulder. So I called that, and I also couldn't do 50 feet straight, so I did 10 feet back and forth 5 times. So the first run I did 30 feet technically, and then loaded it. I think I might have even loaded it an extra time. And this was with the 280 stone. The second round, I was like, no, we're doing the full 50. So I shouldered the 280 stone. Shouldered the 280 stone. I went much slower on the turns, the walk in general, and really tried to stabilize my core, because I didn't even think about how much carrying a near 300-pound stone on your shoulder for 50 feet would impact your core. But that's a core workout. And then the loads were pretty good. Of course, 280 is below the lowest weight at competition. But stones not being one of my better events, I think I did well on that today. But I don't have a whole lot of brain power left to finish the video, so I think we're going to call it there. I'm going to go eat some food, shower, and probably fall asleep. I'll see you guys in the next one.